Hey everyone, coming to you live from the garage today because it's pretty chilly outside, although we will be venturing out there to do an installation of these bad boys. So today we are talking about the Lumary RGBAI Smart Outdoor Light Bars. Now what is a light bar? Well, a light bar, according to their website, is a little bit more dispersed light as opposed to the spotlights if you watched my previous Lumary spotlight video. So I'm pretty excited to see how these work as far as like accent lighting goes. There are 4 to a box and they are a total of 41 feet total. So we're gonna put these guys outside. We're gonna unbox them first and we're gonna see how they stack up compared to some of the other offerings from Lumary. So sit back, put your coat on because we're going outside here in Minnesota. Don't burn the house down.
What? Whoa! Ah!
So first things first, everyone's favorite part of the show here. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
So we will open these guys up. And right away, we've got a nice connection guide here. Wall washer light user manual. So they call these the wall washers, okay? And here are the lights themselves. They kind of look like old school fluorescent lights, only smaller. And obviously these are LEDs. So they do look like they have mounting holes on them, potentially to mount them onto the wall. We'll have to do a little bit further digging into that to see exactly what we can do with these guys. Got our power supply with the button on here as well. Looks like we've got some drywall anchors and some screws, I'm assuming for some sort of wall installation. And a couple more lights. Oh, knocked my camera. Okay. Pretty basic setup, nothing terribly crazy here in the box. Let me finish opening these guys up and we'll see how they look and how they hook together. So the lights are off in the garage, so I can kind of give you a better indication of what these wall washer lights look like. It's still daylight, so there's still sunlight coming in. But a traditional spotlight obviously projects up on the walls, probably like this from afar, okay? So these guys, they have a ridge on them that blocks the light. You can see it right there. Obviously you can see the light coming out, but you can't actually see the light until I turn it. But this little ridge right here blocks the light. So if you put this up against your wall, it gives you an effect like that. It projects upward. And that's why it's called a wall washer light, because it washes the wall in light without projecting out towards you. So the nice thing about this is you get the effect of the light on the wall without having it blinding you or potentially tripping over it. It's hard for me to show you this in full effect on the garage door here because the garage door has the different metal panels on it that block the light, but that gives you a pretty good idea of what we're looking at here. So it's flashing white, which I'm assuming means pairing mode. So let's jump into the app really quick, get these paired up, and then we'll take them outside and put them where we're gonna actually install them. So the really nice thing that I've found about these lights so far is they're really easy to daisy chain together. Each light has the cords coming off either side of it, and they go together end to end, as you would think they would, but they have a really nice connector here that has to line up just right. It's got a nice O-ring on here to keep the water out. It also has a screw-on cap. So you get these guys to line up just like so, push them together, screw them together, and that is a nice watertight connection. These are IP65 rated, so that's a really nice watertight connection. Now, maybe you're thinking, well, what if I don't want to use all 4 of them? Or what if I don't want cord to be hanging off the end of my last one? Well, the last one actually doesn't have a cord on the end. That's how you know this is the end piece. So it looks like you can only run 4 of these maximum in a series here, which is fine. But if you only want to use 1 or 2, then you just use this guy as your end piece and there's no additional cable hanging off. So once they are all put together and screwed together, I'll turn them on and we'll get the app programmed. But I just wanted to show that these are really nice. when it comes to connecting and having a nice watertight connection. Also, similar to the spotlights from Lumary, these feel really nice. These are a little bit lighter, but they still feel very premium quality. It's hard metal on these anchors, so whether you're putting them into a wall or whether you're going to pound them into the ground with some stakes, that feels nice. Everything about this just feels and sounds like it's pretty premium. It's not just some cheap plastic product, so definitely worth it for these guys. So we have all 4 lights plugged in here. They are pulsating that very bright white. So now I'm going to go to my Lumary app here. I'm going to click the add button on the corner. We're going to go to add device, like so. It will discover the device, and look at that, it already did. Discovery devices, we're going to click add and pull that away so you don't see my Wi-Fi info. Okay. Now I've got the little circle guy filling in here as they're being added to my Wi-Fi network. These only work on 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. They will not work on 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so make sure that you are using them on the proper network. Successfully added. The lights are now shining all sorts of different rainbow colors. I just got the notification from my router that we have a new device connected. There is an update immediately out of the box, so we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll come back. I'm going to turn this to auto update here. That way it always updates by itself. I'm going to update it. We're going to let this guy run, and then I'll come back and show you kind of a walkthrough once it's done. So we've got the update done. I want to show you a couple key things on the app here. So similar to the spotlights and similar to the outdoor lights, these wall washer lights give you the ability to program individual lights. Now you're looking at this and saying, well, there's only 4 lights. How come you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24 light spots on here? Well, if I go to fill, change the color on here, they all change. Click that. They all change. Makes sense, right? What if we don't want to fill? On the right-hand side, there's this little freehand scribble guy, and there are 6 LED bulbs in every one of these lights. So I can pick a color that I want. We're gonna go red to make it just super obvious here. And then I'll choose the 3rd light right here. You notice how that 1 bulb changed? I was able to change 1 bulb on there red, and it changed 1 bulb down here red. Let's go to 2 bulbs. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we now have an entire red. So maybe I want to do blue on the first one, and then red, and then yellow, and then orange. If you notice, we have a rainbow forming on this one light. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up extremely well, simply because these are pretty darn bright, but this is a very nice gradient of colors on just this one bar. So if you wanted to use just this one against your house and do individual lights, you definitely could. Or if you want to use them all in series together, then we just click our fill button right here, and it will change all of it. You also have the ability then to click on scenes, which are on the bottom down here. And they will go through several different light show scenes. This one is called In Riotous Profusion. That's a heck of a name. Here's Dazzling. That's really neat. Sunflower. You also have Festival up here. You have Life. You have straight up colors. You have scenery. So if we go to Festival, we're getting darn close to Christmas. So if I click Christmas, there is a Christmas light show for you. And I'm actually gonna kick the lights in my garage off so we can get a better view of that. So there's our Christmas light show. This one says Holy Festival. Independence Day. A wedding. Valentine's Day. Oh, International Day of Forests, because you can never forget International Day of Forests. Here's New Year's. Lincoln Day, which is Lincoln's birthday. American Flag Day. Independence Day. Oh, that's pretty cool. The list goes on and on. You can also sync these up to music. So right now they are responding to the sound of my voice. Testing. Testing. And it's actually on rock mode. If I crank that sensitivity up. Hello. Boom, chicka bomb, chicka bomb, bomb, boom, boom, boom. Here's jazz. Apparently jazz doesn't want to... Oh yeah, I know, it's pretty bright. Oh, because it changes colors. I get it. So anyways, lots of different functionality in the app here, guys. If you're curious, I would definitely get in here and just play around. You have your standard, oh my gosh, there's your dimmer obviously, and then you can turn your actual brightness up and down through the bar here. Very straightforward. Lumary has done a really good job, and I said this in the permanent outdoor lights video. They've done a great job making their app simple and easy to use. It might not have all of the functionality of, say, their competitors, but for people that are just jumping in and want really cool lights with really minimal hassle, that's where Lumary has knocked it out of the park. If you're looking for that professional setup, there are other options out there, but if you're like 99% of the people in this world that just want really cool lights to be looking on your house, this is a great fit for that. So we're going to wait for the sun to go down, take them outside and install them, and then we're gonna do the full review at night once the sun goes down. So actually, you know what? I think we're gonna go outside right now and we'll put them in place, and then we'll plug them in tonight. So let's go outside before it gets too darn cold out there. It's actually a balmy 40 degrees outside right now, which is crazy for Minnesota in December. And you can tell by our lack of snowfall on the ground that we haven't had a very hard winter yet. But regardless, I am putting these guys out front. This is not going to be where they permanently live, but I want to be able to test them on the front of the house tonight. So they cover basically the front of my house almost perfectly, starting from here and then going down to the end. So this should provide a nice line of coverage for light on the front of my house. So this is where they're gonna live temporarily for testing purposes. And then once I actually get some better weather and a better idea where we're gonna put them, then we'll put them in their permanent homes. But for tonight, we'll plug these guys in, come out and turn them on and see how they look. So I will see you in a couple of hours. All right, so it is now nighttime. We are back outside here with the Lumary wall washing lights. We're about to kick them on for the first time in 3, 2, 1. Whoa, look how great those look. Nah, I'm just kidding. This is actually my neighbor's house. See, my neighbor's house over here is the perfect reason why these Lumary lights and lights like them are fantastic, because there's no way I can compete with that. So I don't even try. I just want something that looks nice. I've got you. So anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Now sure, it maybe doesn't have the pizzazz of my neighbor's house, but these lights look amazing. Now if you go back and watch my Lumary spotlight video, they're similar in the way that they produce light, but obviously these guys are not broadcasting light behind us. So spotlights, yes, they do put spotlight on your house, but this is a much more gradual color as opposed to being spotlights worth of color. So it's not such sharp cutoffs in the color lines. And the fact that each one of these has multiple LEDs inside of it means you get some pretty cool color combinations. So this is the Christmas one. Look at Independence Day. This is an Easter one. Very nice. And it's a nice, subtle lighting of the house. It's not obnoxious, it's not gaudy, it's not over the top bold. It's a nice, subtle, almost accent-ish lighting. This one's called Holy Festival. There's a whole bunch of them in here. If you look on the app, and hopefully that focus is in here. Here's St. Patrick's Day. This one is the American Flag Day. Nice red, white, and blue. This one is May Day. I mean, the list goes on and on. There are several ones that you can choose from. This is under the festival tab. You have life, so you could do cool summer, it says, or good night. You have under the mood lighting, blue sky. In riotous profusion. I'm not quite sure what that is. That's nice. This is American style, it says. Okay. All right. Brilliant. So obviously these are all, you know, forest, nice green, French, Mediterranean, ocean. So the list goes on and on. There's a ton of them in here. There are literally just dozens and dozens of ones that you can pick. You can also make your own customized one. You can collect them. There's just a lot of things you can have with these lights. And like I said before, with these are not permanent outdoor lights where they're going to be hanging up on your house. They're very easy to move. You can use them for festivals, you can use them for occasions, you can use them for the holidays. Use them however you wish, and you can literally deploy them in a matter of minutes. You can set them out here, stake them into the ground if you wish. If we wanted to get a little bit fancy with it, I could try to follow the bed of the flower bed here, but I think having them straight is a better look because then they get a nice even projection up on the wall. Yeah, I don't have enough nice things to say about these. These things are great. If you're not looking for something crazy, if you're not looking for something over the top, and if you want something that'll work for every single occasion, let's go ahead and kick them back over to Christmas here. There we go. Nice Christmas lights up here. Very quick to set up, very easy to learn. The app is wonderful. Can't say enough nice things about these lights. And finally, the last thing I'll show is the utility of these. You can use them for a very nice and subtle, as you see here, sort of security lighting. Doesn't need to be bright, doesn't need to be crazy. You can put the brightness on this wherever you wish. It's just a nice, warm, white color. You know, go a little bit brighter if you wish. Brighter white. And then maybe kick the brightness itself down. Very versatile, very easy to use. The app is very intuitive. And they put off a wonderful, wonderful light. So, couldn't be happier. So if you decide that you want to pick up these Lumary bar lights for your outside, on Amazon right now they're listed at about $220, but they do have a $70 coupon on them. So as of the making of this video, they are about $150 after tax, which I would pay that for these lights. I think they are a very good quality, they're very good value, and for so many different universal applications you can use them for, it's an absolute no-brainer. So easy to set up, easy to use, and wonderful to have. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, you want to see anything more about these lights or anything else that's listed on my channel, don't hesitate to drop me a comment or shoot me an email. All my contact info is in the description of this video. So until next time, thank you. We'll see ya.